Hello everyone, this is a slinging video, starting slinging Sundays, okay? Um, this is my sling. I did this about 4 years ago now. Simple paracord strand with a knot at the end, then another paracord strand with a finger loop, okay? Now, what I will be shooting today is some clay ammunition that I have made. Um, I have 4 different types of clay ammunition that I made. A kind of football shape, pretty crude. Small ball, a more medium ball, okay, and then a larger ball. Okay, now I won't shoot all of the ammunition that I made just because I made quite a bit. You can shoot golf balls out of these. You can shoot stones. You can also shoot tennis balls out of them. Okay. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're shooting at a good location. Now, I prefer a open field or into a river. Okay. But since I don't have any of those around, I'll just shoot into the corner of my fence. Okay. Now, there's various different styles on slinging. The first one that I recommend for starting out is simply you hold it over your head, you toss, and you just do that. Okay, now this is rather tricky to do, just because it takes timing. It doesn't necessarily take a whole lot of skill, it just takes timing. Okay, that and a lot of practice. I put several hundred hours into shooting this. Okay, so there's the overhand, or not overhand. It's more of a sidearm, but it's the overhead. The method is what I call it. Then there's also Balearic, where you swing it at your side. Okay, and then as you're swinging, it's just a kind of position hold for you. Whenever you're ready, you take it and you do it. Now, I'm not doing this that powerful because I am shooting at a fence rather than an open field or anything. Okay? Another position that you can do is the helicopter. And then it's just the same thing as the Balearic stuff. Okay? Now, the nice thing about the football shapes is that when in air, they can spiral like a football, and you can get a nice straight flight path. Okay, like so. Okay. Now, I'll shoot a big one just to show you in size comparison or speed comparison. You have to slow down the pouch quite a bit just because you don't want to tear up your pouch too much. Okay. Another thing, I'll do the smaller target. Now that one I did a little bit more power just because I knew it would explode on impact. Okay. Okay. So that was my first sling that I ever made, as I mentioned previously. Now, starting today, I will be putting up videos every week on Sundays on how all around the sling. Okay, from how to make them, how to make several styles of them, to how to throw them, how to make ammo for them. Hopefully I'll be able to do penetration tests on the ammo. The clay ammo won't be able to do a whole lot of penetration just because it does explode on impact for the most part. There are the bigger balls that I made don't really explode on impact. They do fracture and shatter a little bit, but not really explode like the smaller or football shape. Now, I will also be posting videos on how to do ammunition and how to find good ammunition on for the sling. Okay. If you do have a dog, though, get yourself a few tennis balls if they like chasing tennis balls or playing fetch or anything. They will love the sling because you can throw this a lot farther than you can throw it with your arm, and provides the dog a good workout too. Okay. Now, other things. Hopefully I will also be able to post other videos on the sling on not only hunting probably, but damage as well, because damage versus penetration is different. I have a few theories of mine on the sling that I'd like to share with you guys, but I won't get into that now. This is mainly an introduction to the sling. Also, I didn't do a good representation of this in this video, but be mindful of your surroundings when shooting the sling. Especially if you're a beginner. You don't necessarily know where whatever you're throwing is going to throw. Okay? So, I recommend starting out with like a tennis ball or something, just so you know how it feels to sling. With that, also, if you guys have any questions about the sling or any of my other videos, post a comment. As I always say, there's no such thing as a stupid question. There may be an irrelevant question, but there's no such thing as a stupid question. Because you are asking questions. That means that you're thinking. So, try to keep that in mind. That's the sling for you. Super fun, super easy, really easy to make. I made this one for probably 30-40 cents because I bought the leather from Hobby Lobby and it was in a package of leather. It was a package of, I think, 10-ounce leather. That was a good bundle. It was like $10. And then I bought like 20 feet of paracord for, I don't know, maybe $10 or something like that. Paracord's crazy cheap. You guys are wondering where to get supplies for this stuff. Like I said, leather, Hobby Lobby. Tandy Leather is really good. They have a good selection of leather, and you can generally get a better feel for the leather. If you are going to make a leather sling like this, don't use a weak leather, like a 2, 3, or 4 ounce leather. You're going to want to use a 5 to, I say, about 8 ounces of leather. Now, if you don't know what that means the thickness of the actual leather. I don't know why they did it in ounces. I'm guessing that it's probably a tear ratio or something along those lines. Okay, so And then paracord, you can get that at Walmart, Hobby Lobby. I like to get mine at Army Surplus or off of Amazon. Those are the two cheapest I've found to get them. Now, if you do get your your paracord off of Amazon, most sellers do have a good bundle type thing. So you buy so much leather, so much paracord for a certain amount. I normally get 50 feet things to 100 feet, depending on what I'm going to do. And I only buy paracord a couple times a year at most. So, paracord's cheap. Leathers,